Okay, this is my 1957 Belair, and I had some fuel issues with it. I pretty much diagnosed that the fuel pump was not pumping. I ran a hose straight into a little gas tank and nothing pumped out of it. I disconnected from the carburetors. Nothing's pumping when I'm turning the engine over. So I'm thinking bad fuel pump. I get a fuel pump. I go to replace it. And when I'm taking that fuel pump apart, the rubber on it is new and fresh and no cracks or anything like that. So I realized that somebody's already replaced the fuel pump on this thing, and I bought it 1.5 years ago without it driving or anything, along with about 5 other cars. So I wasn't too concerned about it. I knew that if I could start the engine, that was the main part. So anyway, I replaced the new fuel pump, I'm thinking, with another new fuel pump. Still doesn't pump. So I realize it has to have something to do with either the cam or the rod, the push rod behind the fuel pump. So I decide to check out that rod, and I look in there, and the end of it is kind of mushroomed a little bit. So I wait until I get some time, and that time is today. And I've got the old one out. I had to pull it out with vice grips. It was stuck in there. This is the end that was on the cam. And you can see it's kind of smoothed out on the end. And it's got a little ridge around it. So I had a hard time getting that out. I had to pull it out on this end with vice grips. If you look at this end is kind of hollow. But here's the new one. I wanted to compare the sizes for you. So that's about 3/16 of an inch longer on the new one. The new one is obviously the height it's supposed to be. And so I'm getting ready to replace that, but for a fuel pump not to pump at all just because of 3/16 of an inch, I really doubt that that's going to make a difference. But I'm going to try it. And I'm going to do it now. So we're going to find out here shortly if it's going to work out. Man, it sure is nice having a lift. I'm not used to it. But there we are. That's where I'm going to be. They didn't make the fuel pump easy to get to on this one. From up top, you can get to it decent. Down below, it's probably even more difficult. But you can see this is an all original car. There's nothing special about it. It is a 3-speed on the column. Got a lot of grease underneath. Somebody sprayed it with all this undercoating. Fortunately, I only left a few small spots of rust. And very fortunate to have this old car. It's not perfect, but sure looks good. I'll probably do another video and let you guys know if the actual rod for that fuel pump is going to make a difference. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and pound that like button for me.